The largest country in South America, Brazil occupies almost half the continent. One of the world's most dazzling destinations, Brazil is packed with steamy rainforests, tropical savannas, wetlands, and exciting cities. Today, we're sharing the top 10 places to visit in Brazil that promise unforgettable experiences. From stunning natural wonders to culturally rich cities, we unveil destinations that will captivate your imagination and inspire your next adventure. Starting with number 1, Fernando de Noronha. Fernando de Noronha is an archipelago located in the Atlantic Ocean about 340 miles east of Brazil's coast. Known for its white sand beaches and crystal clear waters, this paradisiacal place ranked for years on TripAdvisor as having the most beautiful beach in the entire world, Baía do Sancho. On top of the breathtaking landscapes, the whole island of Noronha has a laid-back vibe and a neighborly feeling that adds up to the experience. To learn more about this paradise, visit our posts here. Number 2, Cristo Redentor. With arms outstretched 28 meters, as if to encompass all of humanity, the colossal Art Deco statue of Christ, called Cristo Redentor, gazes out over Rio de Janeiro, Sugarloaf, and the bay from the summit of Corcovado. From here, you have possibly the best view in the city. The 709-meter height on which it stands is part of the Tijuca National Park, and a railway climbs 3.5 kilometers to the top, where a broad plaza surrounds the statue. Completed in 1931, the 30-meter statue was the work of Polish-French sculptor Paul Landowski and Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa, and is constructed of reinforced concrete and soapstone. Number 3, Salvador. Salvador is a vibrant city and capital of the state of Bahia and the first ever capital of Brazil. Bahia is the most African state of Brazil, home of rhythms like axe and samba, old colonial buildings, eccentric markets, and amazing nightlife. You have to visit the Pelourinho, the city's historic center, the Lacerda elevator, the first urban elevator in the world, the Modelo Market, and the Barra Lighthouse. You can't leave without trying acreage, seeing a capoeira fight, and buying a Bonfim ribbon. Number 4, Colonial Towns. Minas Gerais in English would be translated to General Mines, and that's because the region was famous for having many gemstones in the 18th and 19th century. Filled with cities that belong to the UNESCO heritage, walking down the cobbled streets equals a history lesson. Tiradentes, Ouro Preto, Mariana, Congonhas, and Diamantina are the main cities to visit. Besides the many churches and charming little corners, you can't leave the region without trying some of the best foods in Brazil. Tutu mineiro, Pururuca piglet, torimo, and chicken with okra are some of the best things ever. Oh, and don't forget the amazing pão de queijo. Number 5, Bonito. Bonito is a very appropriate name for this place. Crystal clear rivers, bright and colorful fish, and lush forest forms a natural playground that impresses everyone who visits it. Located on Pantanal, a rich biome, Bonito is the place for ecotourism, especially because the place is highly preserved by Brazilian authorities due to its biodiversity. Be sure to visit the Lagoa Azul cave, dive or snorkel on Rio de Prata, and visit the Pantanal area. Number 6, Jericho Aera. In the 1980s, Jericho Aera was unknown to tourists and its served hammock as beds. Today, the beautiful village of white dunes and blue waters is on the top of the list of Brazil's vacation spots. Enjoy the beach on the sun beads by the lagoons of Jijoca and Tatajuba, and at night select one of the beach parties. Although the number of tourists has increased, in particular in the last 10 years, Jericho Aera still has that hip feeling that makes people want to come back. Number 7, Florianopolis. This island is the capital of the southern state of Santa Catarina. The whole state's coast is breathtaking, but Florianopolis has it all: fishermen villages, wild beaches, and crazy nightlife. Oh, and everything else a city of 500,000 people has. Don't forget exploring the entire island instead of just staying on the city center and eating at the public market. Number 8. Lençóis Maranhenses. Lençóis Maranhenses are a sea of sand. Their unique characteristic is the sand dunes with about 7,500 blue lagoons in between them. The national park was created to preserve an area of 598 square miles due to its ecosystem and biodiversity. Thank God for that. An unforgettable experience is to marvel yourself at the sunrise over the dunes and maybe even have a breakfast picnic in the sands. For more on this heavenly place, check out our post here. Number 9. Manaus. Manaus is the capital of the Brazilian state Amazonas, which encompasses most of the Brazilian Amazon forest. Manaus is a metropolis in the heart of the tropical forest, and it serves as base city for the ones visiting the rainforest. However, Manaus itself is also a great destination. An energetic city with a mix of colonial buildings, nature, and amazing food. Make sure to visit the meeting of waters between Negro and Solimões rivers, swim with the pink dolphins, and eat tambaqui and açaí. Check out the number 10 places in our list: Recife and Olinda. Recife and Olinda are sister cities with rich culture and historical relevance in Brazil's history. Recife is the city and birthplace of many famous Brazilian artists. It's also home to the cheerful rhythms of frevo and maracatu, to the world's third most beautiful street, and to Galo de Madrugada, already considered the largest carnival block in the world. Olinda is in itself a landmark and such a cute place. Founded in the 16th century, the city has a small town vibe, and its historical center is a giant open-air history museum. Due to its relevance, the city center was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Thank you for watching Vacation Plus. We hope you've been inspired to explore new horizons and experience unforgettable adventures. Subscribe for more travel inspiration and tips. Safe travels, and see you next time on Vacation Plus.